So one of the best parts about Andor is the complete absence of the Force and the Jedi and Sith. We'll talk about it more in our video today on our main channel, which we'll link below. And the reason why this is awesome is because I believe the Jedi and Force are used way too much in the lore, and they become less special because of it. The one thing that Kenobi actually did well was it kept Obi-Wan relatively powerless in the first few episodes. And the first real display of extremely powerful Force abilities came from Darth Vader as he rampaged his way through that village. The sheer power of Vader was all that more impressive because prior to that in the show, we hadn't seen anyone use the Force at that level. This effect is even more visible at the end of Rogue One, where Vader just turns up out of nowhere and destroys an entire hallway full of soldiers. Now, the presence of a Jedi or Sith in Andor is not necessary. The true enemy of the show is the Empire's ISB and its massive amount of resources. Dedra Meero and Cyril's mom make a terrifying pair that is equal to any Rule of Two era Sith. And so the inclusion of Force users most likely won't happen, especially in the first season, but the setup is kinda there to blow people's minds away. And how will it look? Well, if it's a Sith, it'll be visceral, raw, and very terrifying, I think. Especially if it's an Inquisitor or Vader himself. But what if it's a Jedi? It'd have to be a Jedi in hiding, of course. Well, I actually really love this scene here in Battlefront 2 in which Del Meeko meets up with Luke Skywalker and he says the following.
I've heard 100 stories about the Jedi. They terrified me as a boy on Coruscant, but you...
Yes, Del Meeko is elite Imperial Special Forces and Luke Skywalker is a hero of the Rebellion, but in this scene, they're both just ordinary people, and this really fits the Andor everyman kind of theme. I imagine if a Jedi ever appeared in Andor, this is how it would go down.
Why would the Emperor have a vault that can only be opened using the Force?
Why do you think?
You're telling me the man who destroyed the Jedi Order was secretly one of them?
No. I'm telling you that as a boy on Coruscant, you were frightened of the wrong thing.